Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.
Hello everyone, myself Parth Badarani from PBL group number 4, Computer Engineering. Today I am going to represent our PBL activity. The project name is Password Manager. Our group participants are Aryan Aire, Shubham Dhankesh, Rejal Chopade, Shraddha Bilare. The mentor of our group is Professor Nilima ma'am. Now our team members will further explain more about the project. Thank you.
Encryption is the process of converting normal message into meaningless message, and decryption is the process of converting meaningless message into its original form. The major distinction between secret writing is that the conversion of a message into an unintelligible kind that's undecipherable unless decrypted, whereas secret writing is that the recovery of the first message from the encrypted information. Difference between encryption and decryption is: encryption is the process of conversion of normal message into meaningless message, and decryption is the process of converting meaningless message into original form. Encryption is the process which takes place at sender's end, whereas decryption is the process which takes place at receiver's end. In encryption, the major task is to convert the plain text into cheaper text, whereas in decryption, its main task is to convert the cheaper text into plain text. Any message can be encrypted with either secret key or public key in encryption process, whereas the encrypted message can be decrypted with either secret key or private key in decryption process. In encryption process, sender sends the data to the receiver after encrypted it, whereas in this decryption process, receiver receives the information and convert into plain text. In encryption, the same algorithm with the same key is used for the encryption-decryption process, whereas only single algorithm is used for encryption-decryption with a pair of keys, where each used for encryption and decryption in decryption process.
File is the name location on disk to store relates information. It is used to permanently store data in and non-volatile memories. File handling is an important part of any web application. File handling are opening file, reading file, writing file, and close file. First, opening of file. Open function is used to open a file. Open function takes two parameters, file name and mode. Second, reading a file. Read function is used to read data from the file. Read method is used to read a string from already filed. Read line method is used to read single line from the file. Third, writing a file. Write method is used to write a string to already open file. While writing data to the file, write does not add a new line character to the end of the string. Fourth, append method. Once we write some data on file, we can also open that file to write data or append data to it. To append file, we must open file using a mode. Fifth, closing a file. A close method is used to close object. Once the file is closed, you cannot further read from or write into file associated with file object.
To start with the code, in this code we are using 4 modules. The first one is base 64, the second one is pickle, third one is cryptography, and the fourth one is OS. So the fifth line says os.system.cls. What it will do is it will clear the terminal first. Then on the line 7 there is this write key function. This function will generate a key using pernet, which is a part of cryptography module. What it will do is it will create this file known as key.key, and then it will save this file in our computer. On the line 12, this load key function will help us to open this key.key file, and it will read that file, it will close it, and it will return the key. And on the line 18, this is pass equal to pbl@123, which is the master password for our project. If we enter anything else but pbl@123, then this code will directly exit. So pin equal to input master password. So the code will first ask us for the master password, and if we write anything else rather than pbl@123, it will exit the code instantly. So to enter in the code, we have to remember the master password, which is pbl@123. And on the line 23, we have defined this add function. What it does is it takes two values, which is the first account name, second one is password, and it will open a file which is known as password.txt, and it will save that file, and it will save all this account name and password in this file. So account name plus, which is concatenation operator, then this symbol, then this for.encrypt. Now for.encrypt, what it does is it will encrypt this password using the key which we have generated earlier. So pwd.encode, it will convert this string variable into bytes variable, because this password.txt will only write in byte form. It will only write in byte form. So to do that, we have to convert this string into bytes. Now we are using .decode, which will decode this password from bytes to string again, because we have to concatenate this string. Account, it is a string, this symbol is a string, and so the password should be in string form. Now on the line 30, we are defining this view function, which will open this password.txt file. It will read all the lines, and it will remove any \n character, and then it will search for this symbol, and when it sees this symbol, it will split the data into two halves. The first half will be username and the second half will be the password, and it will print account name then password. Now this password, here we have written for.decrypt. Now the password which we have entered is in encrypted form. So to decrypt the password, we have to use this for.decrypt. Now this password is again in bytes form, so we have to convert it into string form, and for that we are using this .decode. Now if pin equal to pass, so here pass1 is pbl@123 and pin is the master password which we will enter. So if these two things match, then and only then the code will execute, otherwise the code will end. So while true, so if it is true, then and only then the code will run, otherwise it will break. So mode equal to input. Now this code will ask us to press 1, 2 or 3. So if we press 1, we will add new password. If we press 2, we will view the saved password, and if we press 3, then the code will exit. So if mode equal to 1, os.system, it will clear the terminal and it will call the function add. In the else if mode equal to 2, it will again clear the terminal and it will call the function view. If mode equal to 3, it will again clear the terminal and break, which will exit this loop, and our code will be finished. Now let's run this program. This program has our master password, which is pbl@123. After entering this, the code will ask us to press 1, 2 or 3. So if we press 1, we will add new password. If we press 2, we can view this saved password, and if we press 3, the code will quit. Let's see the saved password first. We'll enter 2. So this code already has 3 accounts. First is Gmail, and the password is pass@123. second one is Twitter, password is pass@456, and third one is Instagram, which has password as abc@789. So this we can see in this file password.txt, but here while seeing the password we get the encrypted form which we cannot read directly. We can only see the account name but not the password. Now let's add new password. So we will press 1, enter. So enter account name. Now account Yahoo, and the password will be WASD@456. So as we can see in password.txt file, we have added new password, and with that password we have added the account name. So Yahoo account has this password, but we cannot read this password now. So if we want to view this password, we will press 2, enter. We will get all the 4 passwords directly as a list in our terminal. So if we press 3 again, then we'll quit. Thank you.
Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.